Welcome to Year of the Metal Ox Aries. Year of the Metal Ox is a Yin Metal Ox year, and it begins on February 12th of 2021, lasting through until January 30th of 2022.
I know you'll find the perfect line, and then she give you a real good time. It's so insane they keep playing the game. You watch them fall one by one.
I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. I'm a Rosicrucian seer, biblical astrologer, Christian psychic, and Gnostic mystic. And this is a Readings by Rosemary angelic transmission. Disclaimer, first, high magic should be used with all mindfulness since powerful forces of manifestation are unleashed. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. How do oxen communicate? With plenty of yakking. Yin Metal Ox is also known as Gold Ox and is thought to always be on the go and very energetic and dynamic. Yin Metal Gold Ox it leads an eventful and sometimes hectic life with plenty of admiration from others. Yin Metal Ox is therefore rather well accepted among family, friends, and co-workers and associates, especially because she or he is very reliable and diligent. Fame, esteem, respect, and honor come easily to Yin Metal Gold Ox. People might say that Yin Metal Ox is too proud. Nevertheless, Gold Ox has a right to be. Remind any would-be detractors to not confuse arrogance with confidence. Gold Ox possesses a determined self-assuredness, giving strength to Yin Metal eloquence and sensitivity. It's important to remember that Ox came in second place in the Jade Emperor's Zodiac race. Now, more on that later. Later on in the video. And for now, we're going to take a look at specifics for you specifically, Aries, during Year of the Yin Metal Ox. To begin, we're going to look at astrology lucky charms for Aries the Ram during Year of the Yin Metal Ox. And they are as follows. Aries lucky charms gemstone for Aries diamond. The colors for Aries are red, coral, green, or light blue. The numbers are 1, 6, and 8. 1, 6, and 8 for Aries for lucky numbers during Yin Metal Ox year. Now for the Metal Ox lucky charms, the gemstones are carnelian, garnet, cat's eye, tiger iron, yellow citrine, jasper, and amethyst. The colors for Metal Ox, red, gold, yellow, and purple. The numbers for Yin Metal Ox year are numbers 3, 8, and 9. For Yin Metal Ox or Gold Ox, it is 3, 8, and 9. Okay. Now, number combination specifics, the number 8, and sometimes, the number 8 and also numbers that add up to 8, okay, are considered steadfast and auspicious during Yin Metal Ox year. Numbers that add up to 9 and such as 144, 144, is very fortunate during Gold Ox year. Regarding numbers to avoid, the numbers 5 and 6 are not recommended during a Yin Metal Ox year. Now, the color combination specifics, generally the color blue is considered lucky in an ox year. However, blue is not as auspicious during Yin Metal Ox as in other elemental ox years. Colors that are not recommended during the Year of the Ox are green and white. Nevertheless, for the duration of a Yin Metal Ox year, white is more fortunate than during other elemental ox years due to Yin Metal attributes, and therefore moonstone charms are more lucky in Yin Metal Ox years than during other elemental ox years. Now, Ox loves other ox personalities. Also snake and rooster. Ox really likes dragon, monkey, rat, dog, and tiger. Ox likes horse, pig, and rabbit. Ox dislikes goat. All right. Now, Aries cardinal fire personality during a Yin Metal Ox year is going to be stabilized, solidified and slowed down as the earth component of Ox influences the initiatory fire of fire constituent of Aries. Luckily, the aspect of metal will increase the steely willpower of Aries, while watery and dark yin element cools Aries' temperament. Of course, Aries could well become a bit frustrated from the seemingly tedious and laborious characteristics of Yin Metal Ox year. Nevertheless, this is a fantastic opportunity for the Ram to pay attention to self, family, home, and career or work. Keep in mind that although too much earth can nullify fire, choosing the right type of earth can work miracles in Aries' life. For example, wax is a solid substance that fire can turn into a moldable state to be transformed into Aries specifications. Aries can create something beautiful, such as when candles are made and utilized for illumination, aromatherapy, and luxurious ambiance and atmosphere. Now, once the wax is molded, it must be cooled into its new shape or form. Since Ox year associates with the season of winter, the new form Aries crafts from the wax will be frozen into permanence, and therefore it is imperative that Aries choose well what to work on in Yin Metal Ox year. Okay, since Aries is creative, take this into account when selecting a relationship, a career, a home, a project, or anything that is going to be something that's ongoing during this Yin Metal Gold Ox transit. Now, as far as Aries' place in the Jade Emperor Zodiac race, Western astrology sign of Aries corresponds with Chinese Zodiac animal of dragon. Legend has it that the Jade Emperor held a race to place 12 animals on the Zodiac wheel. Dragon came in 5th place in this race held by the Jade Emperor. Dragon was thought to be fast and magnificent by the Jade Emperor, who was curious about why Dragon did not come in 1st place as was expected. Dragon explained to his supreme ruler that he had stopped to help villagers by putting out a fire with an immense lungful of his breath that was threatening their village, and that he also paused in his quest for 1st place to help Rabbit by using a puff of air from his lungs to push Rabbit out of the situation where he was stuck in the river needing Dragon's help to get to the water's edge. This story makes a good point that the Jade Emperor was very proud of Dragon's consideration of others, whom he put before his own passionate desire to come in 1st place, as everyone had anticipated. So that is the story of Dragon and associated with Aries the Ram in Western astrology. Now, Aries the Ram, year of the Yin Metal Ox lesson. Avoid those who would attempt to goad Aries against the Ram's better judgment into starting a new relationship, a brand new relationship, career, or project, or pushing the Ram into making new and extravagant purchases. Now, Aries is an initiator, and therefore finding value in what is tried and true, everyday, routine, and ordinary might be difficult for the Ram. Anyone looking to sell big ticket items to Aries will find this fiery quality and try to exploit it, Aries. Okay, so people who want to sell you something big are going to find this quality that you're frustrated or a little bit want to get going, and you know, Yin Metal Ox year is might be frustrating, a little bit tedious and slow and laborious. So they're going to understand that you might want to do something, you know, start a new job, buy a new home, get a new relationship. If those are things you really want to do, that's one thing. But this really isn't the year for that. This really isn't the year for that, Aries. And other people might try to get you to do this, and that would be against your better judgment and probably not beneficial for you. So understand that, okay? Understand that, Aries. Now, remember, these are people who might try to exploit you because they're going to know what's important to you, and they might see that and really try to take advantage of you in that kind of a situation. So be aware of that. The Ram should be aware of that. Now, Yin Metal Ox is an opportunity in which Aries will see progress and success from those things which were begun last year, okay, or even before that, okay. So Ox, especially Metal Ox, forces the Ram to stay the course. So this is what we really should do, okay. So the Metal Ox in the Yin Metal Ox will force the Ram to stay the course and to appreciate the progress that Aries has already made from those circumstances developed from practical, mundane, steadfast toil and effort. Now, I just wanted to show you here, we have Aries the Ram here on the Western zodiac wheel, so you know where it is, okay? And in a natural chart in Western astrology, this is the first house in a natural chart, because Aries is sort of the initiator, okay? In Western astrology, So, and just so you understand, Ox year is associated with Capricorn. Capricorn here, Aries here. Aries, Capricorn, see? Aries here, Capricorn. So you see, Aries is sort of a springtime thing, where Capricorn is a winter thing. Some people think that Ox would be associated with Bull, but it's not, because Bull is right after Aries, and that is, you know, more getting into late spring and that kind of thing, whereas Capricorn or Ox is winter. Winter, that's the difference. That's the difference. All right, now we're going to get into the specifics for Yin Metal Ox year specifically. All right. Western astrology sign of Capricorn corresponds with Chinese zodiac animal of Ox. Legend has it that the Jade Emperor held a race to place 12 animals on the zodiac wheel. Now, Ox came in second place in this race held by the Jade Emperor. Now, Ox was thought to be strong and most capable of crossing the river that had to be negotiated to win the Jade Emperor's race by the scheming animals of Rat and Cat, who hitched a ride on Ox in an attempt to use Ox's strength and stability to win. What happened was this: Rat made a deal with Cat to hitch a ride on top of Ox because Rat and Cat were the best of friends and thought that Ox would be able to cross the river faster and more assuredly than anyone else, thereby getting them excellent placements on the astrological wheel. Rat made a move that caused Cat to be thrown off Ox, allowing Rat to get ahead of Cat and even finish in first place before Ox. Therefore, because Ox was kind enough to allow shrewd Rat and Cat to hitch a ride, Ox came in second place, with Rat finishing in front of Ox. Ox took second place in the Jade Emperor's race. Now we're going to talk about Metal Ox attributes. Yin Metal Ox has general Ox qualities and is known to be well-liked, also fashionable, hectic, affable, reliable, and self-motivated, and always on the go, and also working hard for themselves and also those for whom they care. Now, metal qualities will add much strength, steely nerve, also willpower, focus, self-assurance, and determination to Ox's already resolute, tough, and trustworthy personality attributes. For the year of Metal Ox, the Yin Metal Ox, we're going to get in now to the advice for Yin Metal Ox. Now, Yin Metal Ox is a year to focus on the parts of life that bring out one's devotion to work, stubborn dedication to chosen organizations, and personal social concerns such as status, fame, and popularity, since Metal Ox is admired and easily becomes a center attraction at any gathering, with everyone going to pay attention to Ox, especially Metal Ox. Now, make sure to take time for self during Metal Ox year. Get enough hours of sleep, eat enough, and make sure you eat enough of the right kinds of foods. Okay, you have to get the proper nutrition. Also, be sure to get in some recreation and plenty of sleep and relaxation time. Okay, now Metal Ox year is an excellent time frame in which to diligently stick to work projects or business plans. This is not a year to take big risks, do outlandish things, nor try out new untested schemes. It's a good year to stabilize steadfast relationships like family, co-workers, and close friends. Indeed, this is the period to be steadfast and industrious because Yin Metal Ox affords one resoluteness, also tenacity and attentiveness to do this and to do also all these other secure and sturdy things, and the tenacity that is required during Metal Ox year, and especially Yin Metal Ox year. Okay, now Metal Ox influence. What's the influence during Metal Ox year? Yin Metal Ox being the second, again, of the 12 zodiac animals in Chinese astrology, brings stability to any new cycle, fresh project, or novel endeavor that's begun the year before. And earnest labor, willpower, fortitude, pragmatism, and constancy serve sustainable, steady, and will also entrench and also uphold and lock in any new work that is implemented. Year of the Ox repeats every 12 years in Chinese astrology, while Year of the Yin Metal Ox repeats every 60 years, occurring in 2021, 2081, 2141, 2201, 2261, and 2321. Okay, 2321, that, and then every 60 years after that. That's the Yin Metal Ox year. Now, traditional Chinese zodiac places Rat, which associates with Sagittarius in the Western astrology system, at the beginning, November 22nd to December 21st, and Pig, which associates with Scorpio, at the ending, October 23rd to November 22nd of the astrological wheel. It is intriguing to notice that the Chinese zodiac splits its beginning and ending between Rat Sagittarius and Pig Scorpio, which is right where the mysterious zodiac sign of Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, is found. Now, Ophiuchus is often called the 13th zodiac sign. It's equally fascinating to become aware that the Celtic pagans consider the festival of Samhain on the 31st of October as actually being their new year. And Samhain is also called Halloween, but Samhain is the ancient Celtic name. And again, they consider that festival on October 31st as actually being their new year. So also being a lunar calendar. That's the significant part, lunar calendar. With that said, when corresponding with Western astrology, one would associate the head of the Western zodiac, which is Aries, with dragon, okay, and Pisces, the tail of the Western astrology with rabbit. Okay, it is also fascinating to comprehend that there are in many cultures more than one New Year's celebratory festival. So, Metal Ox year is formed from the attributes of being the 8th heavenly stem of yin metal gotten from 10 celestial elemental qualities, and the second earthly branch gotten from 12 terrestrial animal personalities. It's important to note, and especially in this aspect, that there are the 10 heavenly or celestial stems are derived from the 5 elements in Chinese astrology, which are fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. The 10 qualities are comprised of the characteristics of yin and yang. And these are divisions within the assigned elemental attribute, with this current year of the Metal Ox being a Yin Metal Ox year. Therefore, there are 10 aspects gotten from yin and yang characteristics of the 5 Chinese elements. Now, as far as the guardian angels for year of the Yin Metal Ox, primary guardian angels for Yin Metal Ox year, elemental archangel of metal, is a bit tricky. Okay, because it's Yin Metal Ox year, Yin Metal Ox year. So it's kind of tricky to get the Western association and then to also get the elemental archangels. But we've done the work here. I'm going to give it to you now. So since the Western elements do not include the elements of metal and wood, Chinese elements also, the Chinese elements do not include the element of air. Okay. Now, therefore, we shall divulge the closest approximations available using the element of yin and the Western zodiac sign of Capricorn, the goat, to help us find the best representations, because Capricorn goes with ox. Okay, Capricorn is the same as ox. Okay, so we're going to use those to kind of come up with something that will be a very good correspondence and something you can really bank on. That is a very, very close approximation for you. Okay, so we can give you the best representations possible. Now, elemental archangel Gabriel of water, elemental archangel Gabriel of water best represents for an elemental association, since yin corresponds with water or moisture. The Western zodiac sign of Capricorn, which corresponds to the Chinese animal zodiac sign of Ox, is an earth sign corresponding to Ox, which is also associated with the constituent of earth. Therefore, archangel of the element of water, being elemental archangel Gabriel, will present as guardian angel during this astrological transit. Okay, again, year of the ox in Chinese astrology corresponds with the zodiac sign of Capricorn in Western astrology, and consequently associates with the elemental archangel of earth signs, elemental archangel of all the earth signs referred to in various ancient Christian Hebrew traditions, as well as in scriptures, as being the archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel. Now, astrology angel of this seasonal aspect of Creator's great clock. We are taught through oral tradition and Kabbalistic writings that astrology archangel or zodiac angel Hanael is our association for this portion of Creator's cosmological progression expressed in extra biblical, Christian, and also Jewish writings. Now, the book called Zohar. Zohar is what we recommend as a primary source of written Kabbalistic knowledge. These angels and archangels present in their feminine forms due to yin elemental association of yin metal ox year. So during a yin metal ox year, because it's yin, they will present in a more feminine form. Angels can present, in various forms, sometimes more feminine, sometimes more masculine, because in yin it's going to be more feminine, because yin is feminine. All right. Now, the secondary guardian angels for yin metal ox year. Planetary archangels which associate with Capricorn, being Western astrology correspondence for year of the ox, is angelic ruler of Saturn, being Archangel Cassiel. The Archangel Cassiel for Saturn, because Saturn associates with Capricorn. Okay, and awareness of both Western and Eastern astrology associations is very helpful. Now, earth and celestial angelic coordinates for yin metal ox year, we're going to give those to you now, and we're going to start with the earth coordinates first. We're going to go to the earth coordinates first, because the earth coordinates, where each element is on the earth, is different from where the elements are in the heavens. Because on the earth it has to do with how people feel where the hotter part or the colder part or the moist part or the cold wet, and where the dry cold, they go with that. Whereas in the heavens it's going with the astrology signs, the fixed signs of the zodiac. That's what corresponds with Leo and Taurus and Aquarius and Scorpio, because of the fixed signs. Okay, and those go with the four archangels. Okay, the four archangels that we're all very familiar with. Okay, and we're going to go over that now. Now, first, earth coordinates. Now, earth coordinates of elemental guardian archangels. The north elemental archangel of earth in the north. So for the earth coordinates, the north coordinate for the elemental archangel of earth is Uriel. All right, and for the east elemental archangel of air is Raphael. And for the south, the elemental archangel of fire, Michael, for the south, for fire on the earth coordinates. That's right, on the earth coordinates. Now, the west elemental archangel of water for the west coordinate, or the earth coordinates for the west, that would be Gabriel, the archangel of water, for the west elemental archangel of water for earth coordinates. Now, celestial coordinates of elemental guardian archangels. Going to go with the celestial coordinates. Now, when people do rituals, they utilize pentagrams for the earth, and utilize hexagrams for the celestial. Okay, and these are people say that something might be they think something, the one is evil, and they're all Kabbalistic in nature. And also, please understand that many of these things are used, like for example, the pentagon is using it has a 5-sided polygon, okay, 5-sided polygon, and a 5-sided polygram, or would be a pentagram, would be something where the energy is brought in. Where if it's a polygon where the lines don't cross and they're just going around the outside, then that's where the energy is radiating out. Okay, so the military uses this, law enforcement uses these things. They're used for many things. They're certainly not evil. Okay, they're just simply it's just a certain amount of it calls in certain forces that have to do with whether we're talking about Earth or the heavens. That's all. Okay, so celestial coordinates, one's above, for elemental guardian angels for the north. Okay, for the north, elemental archangel of water. So in the north, in the sky, in the heavens, in north is water, and in the water is Archangel Gabriel. And Archangel Gabriel, this is the Merkaba field for the Archangel of Water, Gabriel. That's the Merkaba field. And those of you that are interested in Merkaba, Mer meaning rotating fields of light, Ka meaning spirit, and Ba meaning soul. Ba meaning soul. Okay, now for the celestial coordinates, the east elemental Archangel of Fire. In the east, we have Michael or Michael, because fire is in the east in the celestial coordinates. Now in the south, the elemental archangel of earth is going to be Uriel. So we have let me see. Oh, I wanted to give you the Merkaba field for the celestial. The Merkaba field for fire, for Michael, in the celestial coordinates. Again, it's the east elemental archangel of fire, Michael. This is the Merkaba field for the fire archangel. The Merkaba field for the fire archangel. Okay? All right, now, south elemental archangel of earth, Uriel. So the archangel of earth, Uriel in the south. This is a Merkaba field. Looks like a three-dimensional Star of David. It's for earth. It's for Uriel is in the south when we're talking about the celestial coordinates. So it's different from the earth, okay? So Uriel, earth, the south. And then for the west elemental archangel of air is Raphael for air. Okay? That's in the west, and air in the west. The celestial coordinates, Raphael. This is a Merkaba field for Raphael. One of my very dear friends, a gentleman named David, who is someone who I used to do psychic readings with. He's another psychic. We used to do work at psychic fairs together, and he made these Merkaba field presentations for me. He's a very talented individual, so I wanted to thank him for that. I still use them, obviously. Okay, and also we're going to give you now fortunate compass directions. Now, year of the Yin Metal Ox finds excellent fortune and expansive opportunity and richness in northern and southern directions. Northeastern and southeastern compass directions are not as beneficial during Yin Metal Ox year as in other elemental ox years, because metal element finds good fortune in westerly directions. Therefore, where usually ox must avoid westerly, northwesterly, and southwesterly compass directions, such directions will not be too unfortunate throughout Yin Metal Ox year. Now, Yin, we're going to go over the elements kind of one by one here. The element of Yin, okay, the constituent of Yin: feminine, night, cold, water, wet, winter, inner, passive, relaxed, contracting, soft, and ventral. Now, metal. For metal, the attribute of metal, we have ambition, self-reliant, willful, strong, self-assured. It also is known to go with grief, dry, pungent, and the nose, with willpower and resolve, strong as metal, strong as metal. Okay, now general ox associations, for the general ox associations in general. So ox by itself, just by itself, it's associated with yin anyway. So that's a double whammy with the yin. Also winter, okay? Also earth, Capricorn, we had mentioned that. Rose or tulip are the flowers. There's might be a few others, but rose or tulip. And also 12th month on Chinese lunar calendar, the 12th month on the Chinese lunar calendar. There are 5 elements in Chinese astrology, being fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. Now for the sort of the cycle of life, according to Chinese astrology and feng shui and Chinese, it goes into Chinese medicine. I did learn a little bit of Chinese medicine when I was in nursing school from one of our teachers was from China, and she taught us a lot of important things like moxibustion and things like that, so we would have that knowledge. So fire controls metal, metal controls wood, wood controls earth, earth controls water, and water controls fire. And this is the circle of life. Again, it comes full circle where we attempt to balance the 5 elements. Now, also, we're going to just give you briefly again what each element in Chinese astrology, what it goes with in as far as on the person's head, what organs it's associated with, and what attributes each element is associated with each of the 5 elements. So, for fire, it is joy, heat, bitter, and tongue. For earth, it is worry, damp, sweet, and mouth. For metal, it is grief, dry, pungent, the nose. For water, it is fear, cold, salty, the ears. And for wood, it is anger, wind, sour, and the eyes. To calculate the Chinese New Year, simply count the 2nd new moon that comes after the winter solstice. Information found in this document and in this video is based on the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I have committed to memory. Thank you for joining us, and join us again.